Right, here we go. Little on the dot. Little late to the party, but we're just still waiting for a few more people to join. We might be going with a couple 5 less than we're supposed to, but this'll be how it is. Right. Welcome everyone to Race 2, Singapore, of the Silver Division of SimTop Formula. Excited for this race, especially Singapore. Tight track, and could be in for some exciting racing. So, if you joined us last time, you'll know that Zen won the last race. He actually is not here today. He is busy, so he's not here today. So, it's really anyone's game. Like, opportunities like this, especially if you're someone who is going to maybe not make the top 5, you want to take advantage of a moment like this where the championship leader, technically, although it's only been one race, the championship leader is not here. This is an opportunity to get big points, and that will lead you down the path of promotion to the gold division. Of course, I am Liam, aka Sawtooth Whistle. I am the leader of the gold division. I will be joined in a minute whenever the race starts by Cody, aka Ferrari. He's also he's also a gold division driver. We're just waiting for a couple more people to fill in. I'm just keeping an eye on the Discord to see what is the story. Yeah, a couple of people trying to get each other in. Yeah. But I think we'll go no longer than 5 minutes. If they don't make it within the 5 minutes, we'll just be going, and they'll unfortunately have missed the race. But it's filling up now. 16 out of 20. Not bad. But yes, driver that wasn't here before. We have this Seb Vettel guy, so he'll be exciting. We didn't see him in the first race. Of course, all of these other guys were in the first race, so this is again the championship fight. Let me go check the leaderboards right now and give you guys kind of who we're gonna keep an eye on here. Zen obviously not here. He did incredibly well. He got 27 points, 1 for the qualifying, 1 for the fastest lap, and then the 25 for the race win, obviously. Recycler finished P2. He's one to keep an eye out on. Felix, another person to keep an eye out on. Both of them are here. So they have an opportunity, especially if they get a win, to take a huge bite out of Zen. Alex, Vihan, these other drivers are in the running. Is Vihan in here, actually? Vihan is one of the drivers that is not here. So that's another one. So Supatech, who's behind Vihan, this is another great opportunity for him to gain points. That is the top 5. So Supa's looking to get into that top 5. Dave, only 2 points behind, obviously. Dave Dyke, he is also looking for that top 5. So it could be anyone's game. I mean, Singapore, it's a long one. It's a tough one. It looks like we're starting. This is good. It looks like we're starting. Let me make sure I have everything set properly. Yes. Okay, right. I'm going to go bring my co-commentator in. And he will give us a nice little rundown on Singapore, what's to expect and stuff like that. So yeah, here we go.
Hello.
Here's Cody. He will give us a rundown on the track scenes we're about to start.
So obviously we've got 16 drivers.
Yeah.
The circuit length is 4.927 kilometers, or if for those of you that can't handle the metric system, that is 3.06 miles. The race distance that these drivers will be covering is 152 kilometers over 31 laps of this Singapore Marina Bay circuit. There is 19 corners, 12 to the left and 7 to the right, meaning it is an anti-clockwise circuit, punishing the right-hand tyres quite severely.
Yeah.
So tyre management is quite a big factor.
That is going to definitely be a big deal. Tyre management in Singapore, of course, it could make or break a strategy. If you run too long and someone has fresher tires behind you, you're a sitting duck. I mean, the traction you can gain into some corners, because some of the very slow speed corners, you can gain a lot of traction on fresher tires, which you'll pass someone easily. So it will be a little bit management. But obviously, to figure out who has to manage, we have to figure out what position everyone is in. So on to quali. We're going to try always follow the top guy. Not many places you can invalidate here, but after the first DRS zone is the big place. So we'll keep an eye out to see if anyone drops in order after that first DRS section.
A very slow exit for Killer Khan on the exit of turn 3.
Super right now, holding a commanding lead, but here we go. This is the DRS zone. This corner coming up at the end here is one of the places you can extend, especially on exit. So we'll take a look. And Supa does indeed extend on exit. I wonder if he would have got track limits for that, but he went very slowly. He might have got track limits for that. Siomas has...
Recycler is still on his valid lap.
Right. Supatech, I think, is invalid.
Is also on a valid lap.
Oh, he is on a valid lap. Okay. I think, can you see with the track map up if they're invalidated? So I don't think anyone has invalidated. Supa went incredibly wide into that corner, though.
He actually almost brushed the wall.
Yeah. Seb now is in the lead. Mr. CD is in P2. We're coming to the end of this lap. Another place you can extend here. Not too bad. Mr. CD is in the lead right now. It's going to come down to the line. Does anyone extend here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Mr. CD got them. All right.
Top 3 separated by 0.2 of a second.
Very close. Very close.
But as you saw, their drivers were flirting with the track limits a little bit there.
I think Supa lost a lot of time. He was looking strong early on, but he lost a lot of time extending after that first DRS zone. So we'll see now. That's the order. Mr. CD, followed by Seb, followed by Supa, followed by Dave, followed by Felix. That's your top 5. That's who you're looking at for good points this race. Recycler, who I kind of had it for a bit of a favorite today. P6, a little bit off the time. The times are very erratic. I wonder if there was people just trying not to get disqualified, so they back off whenever they extend the track limits to not gain time. I'm assuming that's what the big gaps are. But yeah.
And on the topic of drivers actually showing promise, that I've got 3 drivers to be on the look. Well, 2 because one of them isn't turned up.
Yeah.
So Samurai obviously started P17 in Zandvoort, fought all the way back to claim P8 and obviously ultimately gaining driver of the day.
Right.
But then
that was
you've
a
also
good drive.
got Felix, who started P10.
Yeah, Felix had a great drive.
Although there was quite a few safety cars playing effect, he managed to claim the last podium spot and taking home 15 points for the Scuderia team.
So that is definitely the interesting ones. I mean, I'm excited about Seb. Obviously, we didn't see him in the first race, so we don't know what he's capable of. He's an unknown quantity. Mr. CD, oh, here we go. Lights.
Here we are.
Lights out. Or lights on.
One of the toughest street circuits in the world. Championship is underway.
Then lights off.
2, it's lights out, and away we go.
So you're going to turn 1. Looking in the back for any incidents. We are clear. Oh, there's a little bit of touching. A little bit of wide. Oh, that has gone into the... Oh, no, that was Recycler.
There is a lot of drivers spinning in that turn 1.
Big pack still here in the second half. Recycler had an unfortunate start. So did Shocks, to be fair. Shocks is down the order. The 2 Haas not having a great start. A little bit of bumping. Is this order going to sort itself? Another very wide again. That was Vink gone wide. There's a huge contact. Yeah. That is not good. They're gonna have to pit probably. I mean, Singapore, it doesn't treat you well with damage. So
I think Fippy definitely has some wing damage because the amount of understeer that they're carrying through those corners.
100%. We're going to check at the front again because there's a very close gap here. Killer
Fox
and...
is out. We have 2 DNFs already on lap 1, and it's a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car. Well, that stops the fighting then, doesn't it?
So all drivers will be reduced to... What is it? It's like...
I think it's 60%.
Race,
yeah, you have to go under...
Speed.
Yeah, you have to go under 40%.
And it doesn't quite neutralize the race because obviously it's only a virtual.
Fippy's made contact again, yeah.
That was questionable.
He's going to have to pit now.
As well.
He's going to have to pit now. There's no way to continue at this point with no front wing. I guess under virtual, you're not going to lose as much time, but it's still not good. You don't want to have to be pitting on lap 1.
No, you don't.
Forces you into a 2-stop. I mean, Singapore, you're probably going to be doing a 2-stop anyway. Especially with the hard tires banned, of course, in this division. Hard tires are banned. So it does force drivers to make tougher decisions. But 2 sets of mediums from here is going to be very tough. Especially a Recycler as well, which is very disappointing for Recycler. Yeah. He's looking strong. Let's see, is virtual... We don't get to see when the virtual safety car is ending, unfortunately. We have to just wait for it to go green. Well, I'll assume when people start speeding up, it's ending. That's how I'll do it. Here we go. Oh, speeding under VSC for Recycler and Vink. That is... Oh, Recycler's race has gone from bad to worse. That is a disaster for Recycler. So unfortunate. After such a good result in the Netherlands, this has... I don't think it could get any worse for him, to be honest.
Drive through for both Recycler and Vink.
Yeah, that's rough. That is rough.
So they're gonna need something... to pull out something of the bag here.
Of course, there's always potential for a safety car. Always potential for a safety, especially Singapore. You never know when a safety car can come out. The closest battle right now is between Killer and Supa by the looks of it. There is another battle with the other kick a little bit further back with Siumas, or I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm gonna have to ask him how he wants that to be announced. But Supa up the inside. Is he gonna... Oh, Killer went a little bit wide. I think he was being too generous with the space there. You don't want to get
into the pits.
Yeah. You don't want to get track limits giving people too much space like that. That'd be very unfortunate. It did look like he ran a bit wide there. Here we go, side by side. Supa on Killer. Easy, got it done before the corner. Killer not too bad. They had a tough Netherlands. They were involved in a few incidents. They definitely had a tough Netherlands, but you know, new race, new day, could easily have a good result. The gap building at the front. Seb and CD kind of in their own race a little bit.
Supa's staying with them as well, only being 1/10 behind.
Oh, there's definitely a... I think this gap might get bigger. Seb showing up almost like Zen didn't leave. Or Zen's here again. He's just named Seb. Mr. CD, though, he's having a great race to be this close. This far up the front. Didn't have a great Netherlands, but he's having a much better Singapore. Will Supa break DRS? To Killer here. That would be great news for Supa if he can.
Back.
Oh, he got it.
Vink is on the tail of Recycler, but Recycler does have a drive-through, so Vink will not want to fight this one for too much.
Yeah. Killer Corn just about keeping DRS to Supa. That would have been a gift for Supa to be able to pull away there. But there's a race. Dave and Killer. Dave got him, but he went wide. Very wide. That will definitely be a track limits for him. Definitely.
Recycler ends up pitting.
Yeah, so I mean, he had to, didn't he?
Got some damage, yeah.
Gets rid of that penalty as well. He's just holding out for a safety car at this point. I don't see a universe where he gets even close to the points. without a safety car. The battle here is Killer, Dave, Supa.
Fippy's out. Fippy
Oh.
hit the wall coming out of turn 3.
Oh,
And that is a
Fippy.
full safety car.
Unlucky.
So those that have just pitted will probably not reap the benefits as
Well,
well as those that have not.
To be fair, this is exactly what Recycler needed, and the front pack are in. It feels like an early pit. Will anyone get a time penalty for speeding? It's a tough pit entry here in Singapore. No, it does seem like everyone is keeping it clean. A couple guys stay out. Supa stays out. Dave stays out and Killer stay out. Samurai stays out. So the front two losing a lot of positions. Thea stayed out. Shiny stayed out. Down to 7th and 8th, the two front runners. Everyone else behind has pit. Vink's not going to make it.
Everyone on mixed between softs and mediums. So Seb and Seb is currently net P1.
Yes, yeah, he is the first of the pit stopped people. But
yeah.
With the cars in front like Shiny and Thea being on mediums, I wonder how the strategy will end, like how the end of this race will be, because they're not going to give up position. If they can keep Seb and CD behind them for the whole next part of this race, like if they're in a DRS trade, that will hurt Seb and CD down the line. So it's going to be interesting. The only person who is maybe suffering from this, Supa on those softs still, Killer on softs, Dave's actually on mediums. So that's good for Dave. We'll see now. What
Everyone
is...
should know that hards, as my co-commentator just said, that hards are in fact banned, so it just means that people have to preserve their tyres longer than they probably want to, especially with the safety car.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the tires here. Seb, CD, Felix, Siomas. Oh, almost watched him rear end Felix. That would have been fun. Low Key also has already pit under the safety car for his mediums. I still think a two-stop is going to have to happen. Maybe if you're a soft runner, you can try extend now. Because safety car, you're not using up the tires. Do you think you could extend for a one-stop on the softs? I mean...
it's very tricky, like, because I'm not entirely sure how long soft would go. Supa's been disqualified. Okay.
Supa got disqualified?
For ignoring yellow flags and overtaking under the safety car.
Oh no, did he accidentally go past the safety car? I didn't get that pop-up that he was disqualified. Is Supa still in? I think he is.
Still in, but
yeah, I think
got
he
a
is.
pop-up saying that he was disqualified, so I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
I think we're gonna put that down to maybe a classic EA programming performance. A very good EA programming performance. It does seem like everything is sorted now. The pack is catching up. Obviously, we're just waiting for Vink, who will catch up here. The safety car will be in this lap. Everyone is packed up, so let's see.
Because Vink has had to catch up, he'll be using those tyres quicker than what he originally anticipated.
That is true, that is true.
But depending on how, how long you can preserve the tyres for, you could maybe push to lap. I don't even know what would be a suitable window if it's a one stop.
If you wanted to do a one stop, you would be looking at lap 14. I would be 14, yeah. 15. I would be surprised if you could do, I mean, maybe 10. The mediums will hurt at the end, but would you make up the 20-second loss that you would if you did an extra pit stop? That's the question. And I don't think it's worth it. I think on Singapore, because it's such a technical track, that having newer tires is going to be a a big deal. Is that Steak coming into the pits? No, he's just... Oh, he's just cutting the car. We'll not worry about that. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. We'll move on. Here we go. Green
So,
again.
Thea getting an awful restart.
Oh! He's been rear-ended. Super's been rear-ended immediately into turn 1, and he's tumbling down the order. That is... Oh, my. That is unfortunate.
P12 and P13.
A very realistic V-car performance, I suppose, but that is super disappointing for
from both drivers as well.
That's super disappointing for Supa. That is super disappointing. I just realized that Seb has made it actually all the way through the pack. I was saying that he might have got held up, but he appears to have not got held up at all. I didn't even see those overtakes happen. Seb flew through the pack. Will CD be able to follow? CD has to make some moves here. Gee, oh my god. Oh, it's been a crash. Seb, unfortunately, coming together with Shiny. That was a brave move into that corner. I would not have recommended that myself. He's down to P11, and does he have damage?
Super gets by Loki.
Oh, CD's race is done, I think. That's a disaster for CD after almost guaranteed P2. Seb is clearing out. I think he's going to get rid of dispatch Dave quite quickly into this next DRS zone.
DRS is now enabled this lap. Obviously in this game it's enabled after the first lap and not both the first 2 laps, unlike 2 years ago. And every driver will get points down to 12th in this league, so...
Yeah, we like to spread out the numbers.
All the way down to 1.
Dave and Seb, very clear now. A huge gap to Samurai. 3 seconds already.
Has taken Dave.
Shiny over to Killer as well.
Battle. This 4-way battle for 5th between... I'm not even going to try and pronounce their names.
There's a big battle. Oh, side by side through the left-hander. That was very brave on the outside. That was a beauty from the Aston Martin there. That was very nice. A little bit wide into that corner, but it's fine. Nice little drone cam we got going on here. Oh, Thea just dropped a position there, going very slowly through that section. No damage though, so didn't look like it was an incident. Now here's the question. Oh,
we have yellow flags in front. I don't know who it is.
Thea spun. A disaster for Thea.
They are not having a good first 2 races of Division 2 so far.
Thea, unfortunately, getting involved in a good few incidents. We'll see now if there is another safety car. There is a Stake coming into the pits. Killercord, he was on softs, wasn't he? He is on those old softs, yeah. He's actually the last one.
And he does get a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
That is unfortunate. Only one to get a penalty so far. Unfortunate for Killer.
But the closest battle appears to be...
For P5 still.
And Shiny in P5.
P5-4, yeah.
Samurai has to defend from both drivers.
Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of
CMS does a very interesting corner cut.
Definitely, being clean in this division is gonna do you wonders, because with everyone being scrappy, you know, silver division, cleanliness and consistency. Is he gonna go for a move here into the left-hander? Ooh.
If that was any other driver, they would have gone for that.
Yeah. We know for a fact that we saw it earlier with Mr. CD. A move is just not on there. It's almost impossible to get a move done into that corner. Felix is gonna punish him here, I think. Will he get past? No, he won't. He's being smart. He's being brave. Or he's being smart, not being too brave. On the he knows the race isn't won on lap 9. Oh. Bit of lag there. I thought Vink had just speared off into the wall, but it was just a bit of desync. Imagine if Vink had a speared off into the wall there. That would have certainly been entertaining.
I mean,
The
it would
gaps
be
from
kind of
everyone.
borderline cliche.
A little bit. Oh, could we get a crash gate moment maybe? Wonder if any teams pre-organize a crash gate moment.
I mean, I think for crash gate to happen, you would have to have one driver that's able to have the win.
Don't think either of the RBs could be a crash gate contender for the win, no?
I mean, I think the only person that could win in the VCAB was Super, because even though they are P12 and Vink is P7,
Super was showing promise, yeah.
Performance, Super does appear to be the quick one out of the two.
Very unfortunate for Super to be hit there. I wonder if this will lead to a Dave penalty. Well, it'll be interesting to see it be. It'll definitely be investigated because it did punt Super all the way down the order. Maybe it was braking a little bit too early from Super, maybe a little bit too late from Dave. We'll have to take a look at replays later on. Seb is cleared off. 9 seconds now, the gap. Oh, Felix and Siomas overtaking each other. Shiny's come into the pit lane.
Wow,
was Shiny on old mediums?
He was, yes. 9 lap old.
That's
10 lap old now.
That feels early for a medium stop. 11 laps is the distance they can go.
Goes past Killer. He does get it done, but he can't. He outbreaks himself.
He's given the position back.
Takes a little bit.
Samurai got Dave. You were saying earlier, actually, that one of the drivers that you wanted to keep an eye on was Samurai because of his drive in the Netherlands. He is now P2. So, must have
9 places in that race.
Kind of a crazy prediction from you there to get Samurai in P2 now. This front group from 2 to 6, from 2nd to 6th, is kind of gonna be the battle for the points. I mean, Killer, Super, and Shiny are battling each other. Oh, Shiny went for a move there, just tapped him. But it seems fine for now. We'll see, I want to keep an eye on this front pack. The front pack is more important because these are for big points. I mean, these guys, as I said when we came into the race, you know, this is an opportunity for Felix to take a huge chunk of points out of Zen. Although they're driving like Recycler, who's only P7, he's not doing too bad. He had a disaster at the start, but he's actually recovered nicely here. Those safety cars helped him.
Get pole.
Seb did get... No, Mr. CD got pole.
Yes, he did.
And Mr. CD's had a disaster. It has to be said.
So CD will still get the 1 point for the pole position.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't think it'll be enough in the championship to make that much of an impact.
Not if he doesn't get points in the main race. I mean, he's not too far off the back of that pack that's fighting for P10. He could maybe get P10 in the end. I mean, that group is fighting still. I can see Killer and Super going side by side.
Super does give Killer a little bump draft.
I mean, Super got him cleanly into the corner. It was very nicely done. Dave coming out of the pits, and Dave is on softs.
But Shiny is coming to the mix for P9.
An interesting strategy from Dave.
We're seeing the attack on Killer for Super, but now can we see the defense of Killer from Shiny?
We'll go have a look. There's a battle happening about. Oh, Shiny going for a move into that right-hander there is very tight. It's a scary place to attempt an overtake.
Definitely compromise his line going to the next sequence of corners, dropping back about 2/10 after that attempt.
I went side by side with someone in that corner and ended up in the outside wall of one of the races. So definitely a bit of a tight corner.
Not to point names, but were those drivers in this race now?
No, the driver is not in this race right now. It was a Division 1 driver who is still in Division 1. But that would have been fun, wouldn't it? But no. I've never been near any of these drivers.
On lap 13 of 31, we find Seb 15 seconds in front, almost an entire pit stop.
Seb, I have a feeling that
That is Shiny and Killer. Shiny wheel hooking.
Oh, it was a bit of ghosting going on.
Killer's surely not too happy about that.
Yeah. Will he get him on the next DRS, though? We've got a yellow flag
a yellow
somewhere.
flag for Samurai. Samurai had some sort of error.
That's unfortunate, because he was looking a bit comfortable. Felix, I mean, I said he did well in the Netherlands. He was cutting through the field in the Netherlands. Here he is, P2.
Gained 7 positions in that race, claiming the last podium spot.
Yeah. I've been impressed with Felix.
Loses it, attacking Shiny. And Dave Dyke is the benefactor from that. Obviously overtaking and separating the two.
Mm-hmm.
It appears Killer has some sort of front wing damage. Yes, he's losing his right end plate. So, losing a bit of downforce there.
I wonder if this will hold him up significantly, because he does have that 10-second as well. I mean, Killer struggling.
CD is in DRS.
Ooh, Samurai went a little bit wide on Vink. I wonder if Samurai will be able to dispatch him here. He's got no he's harvesting, so I assume Samurai is going to have to wait for the next DRS zone. Where are the other battles?
And Thea is still fighting for P8.
Here we go.
Picking up some quite good defensive moves.
Super got a little loose there, I think, coming out of that corner as he dropped off the back a bit, but Thea is harvesting. I wonder if Thea maybe doesn't have the battery to defend. I want to see Samurai on Vink.
Going on board. Thea has about 20% battery left. Super
has a full battery.
Having a little bit of racing etiquette, surprisingly, after bumping Thea out the way, but giving the position back.
He didn't get DRS off it, though. It almost looked like he was doing DRS chicken a little bit, but didn't get DRS. Oh, that was almost contact there with Shiny.
Still have a 3-way fight for P8.
Yeah.
P8 giving 5 points to the one who gets it. So this could be a major swing in the
contact,
table, and that's contact between the Williams and the V car.
Yeah.
And the Red Bull of Dave.
Super maybe got a little bit heated under the helmet. Has made another big mistake. Not what you want to see. Looked a bit heated. I mean, Killer's lost another bit of front wing.
Yep, Super will have to pit again to replace that front wing because he has no right-hand side to it. Obviously, the left-hand turns will be the most challenging.
Yeah, I think
the majority of this circuit is left-handers. He's going to have to pit as soon as he possibly can.
I think Shiny got out of there and with no damage. There was side-on contact, but it doesn't look like he has damage. Thea, luckily, also didn't get any damage. Was half-spun. Almost half-spun again. Or it actually was half-spun again by Shiny.
He comes in to pit. It is Killer and CMS fighting very hard.
Looks like it's going to be just a DRS overtake. Killer not fighting back too much. I mean, that was interesting. It's interesting to see the two Division 1 drivers, Shiny and Supa, both Division 1 drivers, getting involved with Thea. Thea getting an early taste of what might happen in when they get to gold. We're seeing now Dave on low key. Low key has had a bit of a quiet race. I've not spoken much about low key. And Dave's gone into the wall. I believe taking the Lando Norris line into that corner.
Yep. But the top 4 are running away with it, although they aren't quite that as closer together as they would have liked.
So I've just
20 seconds behind.
I completely missed it, but it appears that Seb has pitted again, but he's on softs. He's going for a 3 stop. Because
That's
there's no way
very
that softs make it to the end.
strategy. No, surely not.
I mean, Felix, if he can stretch those mediums all the way, although it's a long period,
right.
if Felix can stretch those mediums all the way, Felix could upset
Because he
Seb
pit
here.
on lap 5, so Felix pit on lap 5 for those
Yeah.
mediums, so he will have to go 26 laps
I don't think it's doable.
on medium.
I don't
So
think it's
think
doable.
Seb is getting the undercut in the long version.
Yeah.
Was he doing a very quick medium stint to keep up? Hoping to pull a big enough gap so that when Felix pits, he'll still be out in front.
I wonder if because Seb has definitely the most pace, I wonder if he's just like get an extra stint in and just keep pushing, like he wants to just put in lap after lap after lap. He's confident that he can win even with an extra pit stop, maybe. I mean, he's got the fastest lap again. There you go. But I don't know.
Lovely dive bomb on Thea.
It does seem brave.
Turn 10, Super is ahead of Thea quite cleanly, doing a nice dive bomb to make sure that he gets the overtake done.
Oh, low-key going for an interesting line into the final corner. I don't think I've ever seen that line being taken before. A double curb jump.
Singapore does have the revised layout, meaning there is an extra DRS zone, because normally you would have another chicane going under the bridge.
Yeah.
But they have recently removed that and added another heavy braking point and a very good opportunity.
We're seeing now the real
overtaking zone.
Yeah, the real fight going on now is definitely Shiny and Killer. Every time I cut to Shiny, he is in someone's side pod. Whether it's his fault or not, he does seem to enjoy side pods. Maybe getting a closer look.
I mean, we've experienced his fair of side pods contact.
Once or twice. Once or twice.
He is managing to keep it surprisingly clean out there.
You know what I'm surprised about, actually? There's a good few cars out there driving with damage. And the cars with damage appear to be further up the road than the cars without damage. I mean, you've got the likes of Dave here, I think, has damage. Yeah, he does. Dave has damage. Killer has damage. They're ahead of Shiny, who doesn't have damage. Samurai, who doesn't have damage. I don't even think they've pit extra.
If we go on board with Seb and battling Felix for the lead, Seb has managed to catch up those 3 seconds within 2 laps, putting the pressure on Felix.
Oh, gee, I'm assuming it's a lot cleaner up there than it is back here. A bit of a battle between Vink and Samurai, very physical. Oh, Samurai and Vink again. Pushed him a little bit wide there.
Not having the grip coming out of turn 14.
Bit of a battle going on back here for P8. Very, very heavy contact. There's another potential battle for P5 here between Dave and Shiny. Shiny giving him just a little love tap out of that corner. Another little love tap. He's got DRS. He's not going to be able to make anything of it, though, I don't think. No, he will just stay behind. We'll see now. Let's go see this overtake.
Coming out of turn 5. It's too far back.
I wonder.
You want to be about 2 tenths behind.
He has 100% battery, and he has his ERS off. I wonder, has he even noticed that his ERS is off? He's harvesting with a full battery. I don't know if he's noticed that he doesn't have his battery on. Maybe an inexperienced blunder there, making a very rookie error to have your ERS off. Especially with full battery. Seems a bit counterproductive, but maybe there's a arcane strategy I don't know much about. The field spread is quite significant now.
It is, but we saw that last time. We saw that out in Zandvoort where the pack, it was spread quite drastically towards the end.
And then it just comes down to a safety car moment. Like, the one hint of a safety car and it's all, oh my god, did I just Samurai's in the wall?
Oh, that is going to play right into Felix's hand.
It is a safety car. It is a safety car. I jinxed it. Commentator's curse moment. Unfortunately, Samurai, the one to suffer the commentator's curse, bringing out the safety car. Oh.
That brings Samurai's race to a drastic end.
Unfortunately, Samurai was looking good at some parts, wasn't he?
Was it turn 13 he crashed?
Yeah, the hairpin.
Yeah, I saw his dots on the map stopped at turn 13, so
I mean, that's
something would have happened.
Yeah, that's brutal.
We might get a report. We're not entirely too sure.
I don't know. It didn't look like he was close enough for it to have an incident, but maybe I'm wrong. I only saw it briefly there before the contact happened.
But surely Seb will actually end up pitting now.
Of course.
He is 26 seconds ahead of Felix, so he's a full pit stop ahead under these this safety car timings.
The only thing that could ruin it for him now is if he gets a speeding in the pit lane. That really is the only thing that can stop him. He's going to get onto fresh mediums. I mean, Felix also. Let's see, he's on fresh mediums. A couple of people didn't stop. So they're definitely going to... I would be surprised if anyone pits from here on, because with only 11 laps to go, you're not going to make the time up. Although, a couple of these guys, see these guys really far at the back who have damage and stuff like that. Killer could easily stop. He's not going to lose any positions. He'll get a front wing change. He'll get soft tires. These guys at the back, obviously Dave taking this opportunity, which is the right thing to do. Dave taking the opportunity. Yes. You want to see Thea take the opportunity. You want to see Killer do it. You want to see Shiny do it. You know, these are the type of people who won't lose too many positions, if any at all, and will gain huge advantage for having the softer combat or the newer tires. Maybe even softs. I mean, we saw earlier a couple of people did it 9 laps on the softs. Maybe you could go softs from here.
I don't think, as Dave Dyke pits, he's got 11 lap old mediums.
He came out of the pit lane. Did he pit onto used mediums?
Seb has put a set of new softs on.
New softs from Seb. So Seb is going to go long on those softs. Obviously, Killer. Recycler. I mean, he's on brand new mediums. That could be huge for Recycler. He's in 6th and he's on brand new mediums.
Oh, nope. Okay, I'm going to assume that's just the bug again. But Seb, I've just got the notification saying Seb has been disqualified.
I didn't get it. You're definitely having a little EA connection fun.
And my game's lagging like crazy as well, so I don't know what's going on with EA. It's EA, so
the big one here is Felix is gonna probably clear off following Seb, but Recycler has brand new mediums. By the time this race ends, Vink and Siomas, their tires will be 17 laps old, and Recycler's will only be 11.
Loki has done 16 laps on mediums and he's P5.
And he's just left the session. Has he disconnected? I wonder, will he be back? He's got time to come back. It's safety car. He can come back. He can definitely come back. Maybe I don't have him added, so I can't even send him an invite to get him back in here.
I managed to do it.
I wonder, will he get back in? It'd be a shame for him to lose this opportunity, because if he pits here, he still has a good opportunity if he gets into the pits. Gets onto a set of softs or a set of mediums, if he has a fresh set of mediums. Could be a great result for him.
Dave Dyke now pits. He has got a new set of mediums on.
Okay, that makes sense.
But he will have to push them to make sure he can catch the safety car.
I think the safety car only does 3 laps maximum, so I think the safety car could be in next lap no matter what. There is a car pitting. Who is that? That is low-key pitting.
Low-key.
Under AI, what is the AI gonna do? This could either make or
I've
break
got
his result. If this is
feeling...
hard...
No,
if this is
softs,
hard...
are they?
They're hards. Oh, no. They're hards. The AI's doomed them, unfortunately. Shiny's in. Of course, Shiny. This is a this is great. This is great from Shiny. He's not going to lose any. He might lose one position, but he's going to have those brand new softs. This is the correct decision for Shiny here. Low key, unfortunately, will be disqualified. His AI put him on hards.
Join quick enough to pit again under the safety car, and if it doesn't actually come in this lap, because Dave Dyke is almost getting lapped. So I think the safety car will give the announcement on lap turn 13.
Yeah, just before the end of the final sector.
Yeah, to say that it's just coming in.
That is unfortunate for Loki. I'm going to be honest. That is very unfortunate. He was looking strong. He had a strong position. The one I'm still very interested in is Recycler. Recycler on those brand new mediums. He could finish third here. He could finish second even if he catches Felix. He could have back-to-back second places, which would be a huge start to his season. I think we're both fully in agreement that Seb is going to fly away from this pack.
Yes. But would you want to push the softs as hard as you can?
I mean, they're going to be rough at the end, but it comes to if he's on worn tires, can he keep control of the car? Because you definitely don't want to... Imagine if you crash second last lap because the tires are worn.
Yeah.
But you definitely want to break DRS. That's for sure. You definitely want to push and see if you can break DRS.
Because you kind of got to find that balance of, yes, I want to push and gain the gap, gap the DRS, but can I push as hard as I can and maintain a gap to the point where I've got a big enough lead so that when my tires are worn, it won't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
From what we see in this race, I think if Seb manages to pull out maybe 5-second gap after 2 laps, he should be able to cruise at home.
I mean, he's definitely someone who is in a shout for that promotion. If he can be in every race, you know, he missed one race, but he's definitely going to win this race. If he can be in every race, he can definitely promote to gold. He does have pace. He does have pace. Obviously, we don't know how much pace he has to the gold division drivers, but...
So, yeah, Loki will now get disqualified because he has done 1 lap on the hards.
That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Loki.
Vink pits for new softs.
Good idea. Good idea. Why not? Vink in a very nice position.
Because when you're at the back, you've got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
So...
Exactly. This will definitely be the last lap of the safety car. 100%. There's no way it stays out any longer than this.
But as it stands, every driver will score points.
That is true. It's down to 12. Yeah.
We've got 12 on track, but obviously Loki will get disqualified, so we've got 11.
11.
And obviously it's the top 12 that score points, so every driver will score at least 2 points.
Yeah. And because Loki will get disqualified, Samurai, even though DNF'd quite early in this race, will get 1 point. Because he will be the 12th driver. I wonder if he will be given a point, though. Because, I mean, didn't finish, even though... Technically, if 10 drivers DNF'd in a real F1 race, whoever's the last DNF driver would get a point, I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Seb's car coming in. Seb to control the line. I expect Seb to go early, right as he comes out of the chicane here. I don't expect him to wait to the line. I expect him to just go full push. Let's see. We'll keep our eyes on mid-pack.
At the very back, playing mind games, overtaken but given the position back immediately. So the mind games have already started.
No, Seb is going to go all the way to the final corner. He's not going to go early. Even slow in the final corner. He's going to wait right to the line. He's caused a right pile up in the back here. Very close to each other.
Look at this mid-pack. while you focus on the front. Obviously, Loki is dropping places. CD getting caught out by Killer.
Oh, side by side a lot.
13 lap on mediums. So CD not making the most of that safety car.
Yeah. CD has had an unfortunate race. I mean, after such a good start. Seb not pulling away. There's a tiny incident here. Dave lost a couple of positions. Recycler, as I said, on those new mediums, has made it through the pack already. Recycler, very strong. Very, very strong. Maybe I have a visual glitch, but there's a lot of harvesting going on very early. Everyone dumped their battery that quickly into the first part?
From what I can see, everyone is on at least 50%.
Okay, I believe I am having a visual glitch then because I see cars harvesting. Which is surely not harvesting this early on.
We've got Killer that's on 45% battery, and I think he's got the lowest out of everyone,
right,
from what I can see. But in the final 6 laps, DRS has been enabled for the 3rd time this race. Battle between Thea and Vink continues. Not having the pace advantage as it currently stands against Vink.
Yeah.
But as we go into the closing stages, they might end up having the grip advantage.
Real quick, want to mention the top 3 has broke DRS. The Aston Martin in 4th. I think that this gap will not get closed again. So this could be our top 3, and it is a familiar top 3. Oh, Super with a lovely overtake on the Aston Martin, I have to say. That was very, very nice. Very brave. Oh, and there's contact. Killer's around. He went for a quick acceleration out of the corner and just tagged the Aston Martin. Spun himself around.
Thea tries to hang it around the outside, but the Sauber pushes them wide.
Super just drove into the wall. Super again with a mistake.
Super's having some questionable moves.
At the end of a race again.
A little bit angry.
But at the end of a race again, remember in the Netherlands he made a mistake on the last lap. Cost him a position. No way Super's made another mistake like that. It's just a very rookie mistake to touch that inside wall. He's going aggressive here. 3 wide. Oh, more contact, more contact. Oh, the Aston Martin is in the wall. Vink's... I have to say, it looked like Vink pushed him. It looked like Vink pushed him into the wall there. Youch. Right. Oh no!
And Seb gets the 10 seconds.
Seb got a 10-second for a collision with Felix. Oh, surely there will be a talk about that. Felix has jumped him. What has happened there? Surely that will be removed. We'll have to, well, I don't know. We'll have to see. There's questions about that. I did not see the contact because I was too busy watching Supa and Vink almost kill each other under the safety car. Well,
I see that right. I think Vink overtook Killer under the safety car, so...
I mean, this is exciting now. This kind of changes the whole complexion of the race, I feel. Another safety car.
In Seb's position, what would you do? Would you pit and save the 10 seconds and try and gain some ground? Or would you keep track position and try and get the penalty removed?
You know what? Maybe pitting... No. you want to try to get that penalty removed, especially if you feel like it's a bad penalty, because oh no, Shiny just got a severe collision as well. I don't know. It depends if Seb believes that was hard done by or not, because, you know, if you think that you definitely caused the collision, then you'll have to serve the penalty, I think. But if he feels that he's been aggrieved here with this penalty, I would just continue. I would just continue. Because although he's fast, you're not going to get through 10 cars in 3 laps. It's just not going to happen.
No. As we say that, Dave like pits for brand new softs.
That's exciting from Dave. That's very exciting from Dave. I mean, he was back there anyway, so Dave could Dave, see, if I was Mr. Seedy here with the 16 lap old mediums, I'd be pitting as well. I would definitely be pitting here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what these drivers are doing by not pitting.
I mean, listen, maybe first couple of races for these guys, maybe they're not used to a little bit closer racing, a little bit harder racing, you know. Strategy never really has been a problem. You know, if you do open lobbies and stuff like that, strategy never really comes into it, you know. You're never racing it. You're usually either way better than your opponents or way worse than your opponents. There's never really close racing. So maybe they're not used to incorporating a strategy and stuff like that, you know, so we'll see. You know, it becomes, when you're in a close league, or when you're in a close race with drivers of equal skill, it becomes a thinking man's game. It doesn't become purely about reaction speed or you know, your individual car performance. It becomes a little bit of a thinking man's game. So maybe they're just not used to doing a strategy. They're not used to having equally skilled opponents. Shiny has come into the pit.
Shiny does pit for, I'm assuming, to serve that 10 seconds.
Yeah. So Shiny, thinking he won't get it removed.
He's putting on new softs as well.
And he's getting a front wing change.
They're new.
And he's getting a front wing change. Vink is...
Gets a 10-second yellow flags.
Vink is overtaking people. Has Vink just been disqualified? Vink's in the barrier.
He's gone straight into the wall. Very...
Is this a technical issue? Oh!
Vink retires.
I think he might have had a technical issue there. He was not able to turn his car, so I think maybe that might be a technical DNF.
So
that was rough.
If, in this situation, even if we didn't have the current scoring positions, everyone would get points because we're in the top 9.
We're in the top 9, yeah. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
7 drivers we have out of this race. I believe most of them are due to crashing and not actual technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We know Loki had
Loki appears to have had a technical difficulty, yeah.
But he was going to get disqualified anyway because of his hard tires.
We'll see now. I mean, this is going to be a last lap shootout. Safety car is in this lap. Shiny just made it onto the back of the queue before the safety car is in. I mean, here we go. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of conversations after this race. No matter what happens, there's going to be conversations. A few things are definitely going to want to be sorted out here, but we're going to have 3 laps to figure out the rest of the order. Felix in a great position. He's gone. That is a good restart. Seb is right on him, though. But they've left Recycler back a bit. There's Thea and Killer. Killer's gone for a crazy dive right off the rip. He's extended the track a little bit. Oh, and Thea's been hit around again!
I believe that was probably the Red Bull.
Was that CD?
They also spun.
Oh my, Thea again. Just, I don't think they've had a single lap of luck. possibly one of the unluckiest drivers I've ever seen. Super P4.
Three-way battle for fourth position.
Super has no front wing on his right side. Killer behind has missing his end plate on his right side. Dave
has an entire front wing
and brand new softs. Dave will be looking to clean these positions up very quickly. He's not going to want to be behind these guys for long. I mean, Killer might make a move into this hairpin. Is he brave? Little bit of contact on the rear of Super. This is the battle that could end in disaster. More contact. Shiny's gone for a dive on Dave, but Dave's recovered, and Dave is going to go for a move. Dave, with these new softs, is flying. Is Dave going to get Super too? He does. Oh, but he's hit the wall. He's got deep and he's hit the wall.
He's outbroke himself.
No. Oh my. This is anyone. No, I don't think anyone in this group has a front wing.
But by looks of it, Dave Dyke only lost his end plate.
Oh my god, Shiny's gone for a deep move there. Oh. He's got past Dave. I think Shiny might have a front wing. Who cares about the race for P2? We've got a bloodbath back here.
See Shiny's car.
Oh, here we go. Shiny go for the move. And there's a defensive move at front from Super. Shiny's gone deep on all of them, though. He's kept it in the lines.
Done it. Managed to do it.
Super's gone for a move back. Oh, they've locked. Oh my god, it's 3 cars into the outside barrier. Oh my god. Super also just can't get a break these days. Shiny. Yeah, Super's front wing is gone. Super is going to have to, unfortunately, finish this race probably last. He's lost the front wing completely. And he's pulling over. I think that's his race done. Let's see about the front again. The only one really questioning here is, can the Recycler get Felix? We're on to the last lap.
Seb is on the final lap.
Yeah, we're on to the last lap here. So it's now or never for Recycler. For P2 again. This will be the same result for the Netherlands if Recycler gets Felix. So we'll see what will happen. I think he's too far back.
Thea does come into the pits.
Thea's pitted, no front wing. Maybe to retire, yeah, but definitely no front wing. It's not going to matter. It's the last lap. Recycler too far off the back of Felix. He just didn't have the pace there. I wonder if maybe battery wasn't on his side either. Felix looks like he'll comfortably hold P2.
China gets past CD on the 20 lap old mediums, by the way.
Yeah, 20 laps for Mr. CD.
So look, one stop. I would say proving to be effective, but with only 9 drivers, you can't really tell.
Yeah. And he was in P2 for a long time. That's super unfortunate. Is Recycler going to get Felix here? Recycler is very close to Felix all of a sudden. I thought he wouldn't have it. He's going for the move! Wow, that was a day late and a dollar short. That could have been a huge accident. He's got no battery. I think Felix has him fully under control here now. That was that was brave from Recycler, I'm not going to lie.
3 turns to go for Seb. He does have a 10-second penalty. But in his debut, he does claim first position.
We'll have to see now what the result is.
Another 10-second for an unserved penalty. So is that a 20-second penalty?
No. He received the 10 seconds. That was his received one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he does claim podium regardless.
Regardless, yeah.
Or not. So very good debut race from him.
Looking strong. I mean, it was a very commanding race from him, to be fair. Very strong race. We'll see if the penalty... There's conversations about the penalty. But Killer managing to hold off Shiny, who had brand new softs, and Killer on very old mediums and had no front wing. Manages to hold Shiny off. Well, he had most of his front wing. But yeah, we're just waiting for Thea to cross the line here. There you go. Thea did not retire in the end. But, wow. I mean, a lot to talk about in that race. Lot of talk about in that race. We'll see now if the Seb penalty gets removed. That's the biggest question. If the Seb penalty gets removed, he gets the win on his debut. Felix, great result. Recycler, great result.
Mercedes, by the way, in round 1 and round 2, showing promise for the constructors. Obviously, it is very early days, as there are only even though there are only 7 races in this season for Div 2, as we have started halfway through Div 1 season. Mercedes obviously winning.
Yeah. Here's the real thing. Here's the real thing. We have to see both Seb and Zen race each other now, because there can't be 2 top dogs. We have to see who the top dog is, and the only way to do that is to get these 2 in a race together. So we'll hopefully see that at some point. But yeah, Mercedes picked 2 good drivers. 2 good drivers in the Mercedes this time.
That is the finishing order as it currently stands.
Felix right now, provisional P1, Recycler P2, Seb P3 with a 10-second penalty. So we'll see how that filters out.
Laps, so it's an extra point for that.
Yeah, Dave with a great result, P4, Killer P5, Shiny P6, Mr. CD P7, Super P8, Thea P9, and then Vink P10. Not bad. That is your top 10. Very, very good results for everyone. And another very exciting race. We don't get to see this drama in gold. Well, that's a lie, but you know, not as much drama, let's say. But yeah, a good result for Felix. A good result for Recycler. They're looking strong, especially because in Netherlands they look strong too. After being demoted from Gold Division, they might quickly be back up. You know,
I do think it helps these drivers in particular if they race with people that are similar to them. It's like in Gold Division, they're racing against people that are much quicker than them, so they don't exactly have the confidence.
Yeah.
But the fact that all these drivers are on almost at the same level, it's definitely given them all the experience as well to try and race cleanly. Yeah.
Experience and consistency is what you want to develop in this. That's what's most important. Getting consistent, getting clean, that's what you want.
Once they've got that confidence under their belts and like their skills honed a little bit, maybe they can try and race in gold again.
Yeah. And it's going to be interesting to see, like, Seb might make it up quite quickly, and Zen will make it up quickly, and they're incredibly strong here, but are they incredibly strong in Gold Division? Because the likes of Recycler and the likes of Felix, who are very, very strong here, were on the back end in Gold, and they look night and day different. Like, so maybe when Zen moves up, maybe he doesn't immediately slot into that top 5 conversation. Maybe he's P7, P8, you just don't know, because there's no, you know, unless you track every lap time, there's no way to tell how close they are to each other. Mr. CD, I feel like, had such an unfortunate race. He qualified on pole. He was looking very strong early on. He just got involved in too many incidents. That's part of the cleanliness, you know. That's part of being consistent. It doesn't matter how fast you are. You make those little mistakes after the safety car. He's in the pack. He makes that little mistake, gets involved, has to pit again. He's in the pack, gets involved again. You know, that's sort of where the cream of the crop rises. And Seb, as you saw, after the safety car, dispatched 5 people in the first corner. That's the sort of thing where, like, he's not only fast, he is a clean driver and is a much more aggressive, but in a clean way, no incidents. But yeah, I mean, we'll see more for next week, of course. If you want to rejoin us, everyone who is still watching, you want to rejoin us next week. We're going to be covering it next week, of course. Still loads of potential.
Bahrain, the next week's circuit.
Yeah, still loads of potential for upsets. I mean, Felix, right there. Recycler's right there. I mean, you have a safety car late on. They jump one of the faster guys. They could easily win a race. You know, they're right there. The potential's there. I mean, I wonder if safety cars are going to be a big deal in this division. A lot more than Gold Division. I mean, we only had one safety car in the last race, was it?
Yes, it was.
So, I mean, safety cars in this division are going to be a little bit more important. They're a little bit less experienced, but yeah. I think we're going to end it there because if we keep yapping, everyone will fall asleep, I think, in the chat. So yeah, we're going to call it there. Thank you everyone for joining us. Everyone who's still here. Had another very fun race. Yeah, had a very fun race. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Bit of fun, bit of excitement, and a brand new race winner in Felix or Seb. We'll see. Anyway, we'll have that all for you next week.